Mayor. Your team gave a briefing about migrants earlier where they said that we're still a couple weeks out from the assessments on the base camps to be finished, but they are looking into expanding existing shelter capacity and working with faith-based organizations such as the Archdiocese on adding shelter space. Could you detail those plans, and do you think they're enough to ensure that hundreds of migrants won't be sleeping outside during the next freeze?
Well, that's the top priority. Look, there are migrants who are on floors in police stations and sleeping outside, and the crises that, quite frankly, as you all know, is the result of just bad foreign policy as well as just bad national policy. Mm-hmm. And as I said repeatedly, I'll say it again, that we called for the federal government to ease the sanctions on Venezuela. They did it. There's a supplemental bill that's being discussed right now in Congress. I went to D.C. to request more dollars for the entire country, and not just for the migrant crisis, but for every crisis that we've experienced over the course of a generation now, especially if we're going to combat the trauma that is manifesting in the most violent of ways. As far as just the details around these assessments, the preliminary results have yielded positivity. The collaboration that my administration worked with the alder of the 21st Ward, now that purchase has moved forward, we can start setting up our operations there, and then we'll continue to look at our footprint as I've done since I've been in office, opening up a new shelter essentially every single week. And so that plan is still in the works, as well as the plan to make sure that we're not leaving behind communities that have been disinvested in historically. And so what I'm grateful for is the tremendous amount of advocacy from Black and brown communities in particular that allow us to invest in communities like the 21st Ward, while also making sure that we are meeting this international crisis and demanding that the state of Illinois and the federal government to put more skin in the game. Thank you for that question.
Lee.
Hi, Mayor. Thanks for doing this. Want to go back to school board elections real quick. So the Senate bill would go to